You're not broke because you don't make enough money. You're broke because your car thinks it's rich. Right now, there are people earning good money who still panic when rent is due, still avoid checking their bank app, still feel behind. And the weird part? From the outside, they look successful. Big truck, shiny SUV, wide tires that have never touched dirt. That's not freedom. That's a payment plan with an ego. Here's the thing most people miss. The most expensive financial mistakes don't look like mistakes. They look like rewards. And if you've ever told yourself, "I deserve this," you might already be inside the trap. Let me explain what's really happening and why it quietly keeps smart people broke. This is what people mean when they say Pavement Princess. It's a vehicle built to signal toughness, success, or status that never actually does the job it was designed for. No hauling, no off-road, no real utility, just groceries, traffic, and a parking lot. But the vehicle isn't the real issue. It's the psychology behind it. You're not buying transportation, you're buying an identity. Competent, successful, respected, someone who made it. Now wait, this isn't about trucks or SUVs specifically. The Pavement Princess shows up everywhere. Luxury trims, bigger engines, features you don't use but feel better knowing you have. The brain loves this because it turns money into instant validation. No waiting, no uncertainty. Swipe, sign, drive. And socially, it works. People notice. They assume things about you. You feel ahead even if your bank account is quietly falling behind. Here's the dangerous part. Because it feels logical, useful, responsible even, which is exactly why the trap works so well. Now let's talk about the lie you tell yourself to justify it. The lie sounds reasonable. That's why it's powerful. I worked hard for this. I need something reliable. It holds its value. I deserve to enjoy my money. All of these are emotionally true. None of them are financially true. Here's the thing. Your brain hates feeling behind. So when income finally goes up, it looks for proof that the struggle was worth it. The purchase becomes the receipt for your effort. This is called lifestyle inflation, but that sounds harmless. What's really happening is identity inflation. Your spending upgrades faster than your security. You're not asking, "Can I afford this?" You're asking, "Does this match who I think I am now?" And once that identity locks in, walking it back feels like failure. Downsizing feels like regression. Driving something modest feels like people will think you're slipping. So you protect the image, even if it costs you peace, even if it costs you options. And the craziest part? You never feel rich doing this. You just feel normal with higher stress. Which brings us to the part nobody wants to calculate, because this is where it gets ugly. Let's do the math, slowly, no tricks. Say the truck costs $62,000. You put a little down, finance the rest. Your payment is about $950 a month. That already sounds bad, but that's just the cover charge. Insurance jumps to $220. Fuel is $300 if you're lucky. Maintenance, tires, random truck stuff averages another $150. Now we're at roughly $1,620 every single month. That's $19,400 a year. Now wait, this is where it gets ugly. That truck is losing value the moment you drive it off the lot, roughly 15 to 20% in year one. That's $10,000 gone, invisible, quiet, non-refundable. So your real annual cost isn't $19,400, it's closer to $29,000. Now let's do the part nobody likes. If that same $1,620 a month went into boring, automatic investments, earning a conservative 7%, in 10 years you're looking at roughly $280,000. Not theoretical money, real money, flexible money. Instead, after 10 years, you own a heavily depreciated vehicle worth maybe $18,000, if it's still running well. This is the opportunity cost. It doesn't scream, it whispers. Every month, the Pavement Princess quietly trades future freedom for present validation. And because the payment is manageable, it never feels catastrophic. It just slowly removes options. Quits become impossible. Emergencies feel heavier. Raises disappear faster than they arrive. And here's the scary part. You can be doing everything right on paper and still lose this game, because the math isn't the only force working against you. Social pressure makes sure of that. Social media pours gasoline on this without you noticing. You don't just see cars anymore, you see lifestyles. Perfect lighting, clean driveways, subtle flexes disguised as normal life. Nobody posts the payment, nobody posts the anxiety. They post the moment that says, "I'm doing well." And your brain fills in the blanks. You assume everyone else can afford it. You assume you're just being cautious. You assume this level of spending is normal. So you upgrade to keep pace with people who are also quietly stretched. It's a financial arms race where nobody is actually winning. Algorithms reward spectacle, not stability. The flashier the image, the more attention it gets. The more attention it gets, the more normal it feels. So restraint starts to feel like falling behind. Modesty feels like failure. Patience feels outdated. And here's the trap. You don't feel reckless, you feel responsible, because everyone around you is doing the same thing. But that shared behavior doesn't make it safe, it just makes it common. And this is how people end up earning more than ever and still feeling permanently stuck, which leads to the most frustrating outcome of all. This is how you end up permanently almost rich. Your income goes up, but your life gets heavier. More payments, more obligations, more things that need maintenance. So even when you earn more, nothing loosens. You can't take risks, you can't step away, you can't breathe. Because wealth isn't about how impressive your stuff looks, it's about how many options you have when life changes. Cash flow matters more than income. Net worth matters more than appearances. But the Pavement Princess eats both. Raises get absorbed, bonuses vanish. Extra money doesn't build a buffer, it just feeds the lifestyle. So you stay in this strange middle ground, not struggling enough to change, not free enough to relax. And the worst part? You tell yourself you're being smart because you're handling it. But handling it isn't winning, it's just surviving comfortably. Real wealth creates margin. Margin creates peace, and peace doesn't show up in a driveway photo. So the question becomes uncomfortable. If this isn't making you free, what is it actually doing for you? The answer starts with changing the identity you're buying. Here's the shift that actually works. Not cutting everything, not living like a monk, changing what you let impress you. Right now, status is loud, big, obvious, expensive. But real wealth is quiet. It looks boring. It doesn't need to prove anything. Delayed validation beats instant validation every time, because delayed validation compounds. The person driving the paid-off, forgettable car with a fat emergency fund and investments doesn't look impressive, but they sleep better, they negotiate differently, they walk away when things feel wrong. That's the identity upgrade. From look successful to be unbotherable. You stop asking, what does this say about me, and start asking, what does this cost my future self? And suddenly, the Pavement Princess loses its grip, because you see it for what it is, a very expensive way to rent confidence. And once you stop renting confidence, something interesting happens. You start building it. Which brings us to the quiet flex nobody talks about. The quiet flex isn't the truck, it's the freedom. It's checking your bank account without tension. It's knowing a bad month won't break you. It's choosing opportunities based on alignment, not desperation. Nobody claps for that. There's no parking lot validation. No one asks how much peace costs. But here's the truth. The people who actually win this game don't look rich early. They look boring. Then one day, they look inevitable. So before the next upgrade, ask yourself one question. Is this buying me freedom or just approval? Because approval expires fast and freedom compounds quietly. Most people never notice the difference until it's too late.